Welcome back to Equisetum Gaming and our playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. We're just starting off in Valentine here. We paid off that $5 bounty we got in the previous episode and just restocked on ammunition.
How's everything going?
So,
Hey, buddy.
might as well finally talk to this guy.
I'm too old to get a job, mister. Way too old. Can't we be friends?
Yeah, we'll be friends.
Sure. I'm so happy. I ain't had a friend in a long time. Long time. My last friend died. Weren't my fault. They said it was, but they was wrong. It's fun being with you, mister.
Not sure how he knows that.
Second, mister. Can I?
Hasn't known Arthur that long. You know what? We're gonna accept just because I find this cutscene just to be really amusing.
Okay, just quickly.
That felt good. It's nice to be held sometimes. We used to hold each other in the war. You got sad eyes, mister. Like you seen sad things. Remember with kindness.
All right.
All right, girl. All right.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Increased our honor a little bit there, which is good. But now we're gonna head back to camp and have a little conversation with John, get back to some story mission. We'll see how it goes. Still trying to do every other episode being missions and exchange that with some exploration, but considering how much we have to explore and how much we have what is up here? Horses? Just random horses? Yeah. But considering how much we have to explore and how many things we need to hunt in order to fulfill my goal of, you know, crafting everything at the trapper for this playthrough, we're gonna have a lot more exploring that we need to do compared to missions. I didn't study a badger, I studied a prairie chicken. What the heck? Our compendium is getting a little confused. But anyways, so this episode, we're obviously getting back to some mission, story mission in gold. But we do have the upgraded satchel that we completed finding ingredients for the Legend of the East satchel in the previous episode. So now Arthur's not going to have to worry about running out of space when we go looting. And that's certainly a good thing, as we're running into that problem quite a bit. Also,
Good girl.
Frost here is at level 3 bonding.
Okay,
I
girl.
don't think we're going to be able to get her up to level 4 before the end of the episode, but we'll see what happens. I think we're just still too far off. Now let's head on over. Talk to John leaning against the tree over here. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a one-part or a two-part,
Hey, Arthur.
because this particular mission is
What do you want?
a
Uncle
little
told me
bit long.
something
I'm
about
not sure we
train.
can do it all in one episode.
What did he say?
Mary Beth overheard something about a train full of wealthy folk rolling down through Scarlet Meadows just south of the state border.
Yes.
Need help with it?
I ain't even sure about doing it.
Come on. At night, not too guarded, it's perfect.
Nah, I ain't thought it through. You know, stopping a train, pain in the ass.
Sure. But what if we could force a train to stop?
Well, of course.
We get a wagon full of something flammable, oil. Put it on the tracks. They see it. They know they either have to stop or die. Ain't no train driver wants to be cooked alive.
That is kind of brilliant. For you. That is a real idea. I think that's the first time you ever had one of them.
Shut up.
You might be the first bastard to ever have half his brains eaten by a wolf and end up more intelligent.
So we doing it?
Yeah, we're gonna need ammunition, guns, look real frightening, and some dynamite to open up the train.
I'll get the supplies. Gotta head into town for Abigail anyway. Don't even ask. You go find us an oil wagon.
Yeah, I know just the place. They're always heading into that refinery.
There's an old rundown shack just over the border, north of a place called Dewberry Creek. Leave it hidden somewhere near there.
Sure thing, John. Okay. So we'll check the map, see where we have oil wagons. There's one at the oil fields. There's also one over here in Valentine. Now, usually when I've played this mission in the past, both wagons have been in the oil field.
Got room for another here.
And there is one location where they park them at the oil field that I just... Maybe somebody else can get it out of there, but I have never succeeded in getting it out of there. So we will try to get this one over at Valentine. Hopefully we won't have too much of a problem. But that is highly doubtful. It's John riding behind us. Cool. Heading into Valentine too. I'd really prefer to get one out of the oil field. Simply because less chance of being recognized. And I don't like causing trouble in Valentine itself. But we'll go after this wagon down here. And then taking it over to Dewberry Creek isn't too much of a hassle. Problem here is going to be traffic on the road, because there's always traffic coming in and out of town.
Now, give me all your money.
Okay,
Hurry up.
just take it and go.
Now, you're dead.
Hey, die Lawman here.
They can investigate all they want. But hopefully the mask will keep us from being recognized. Of course, I didn't change outfits, so there's always a chance that I can be known simply for that. And this is our destination, so we'll mark it on the map. As soon as they're done with the investigation, we'll find out. Hey, no bounty. It's always nice. Ah, now we do have a bounty. Alright. Of course I'm making a break. And the lawman is off in a different direction. That's good. Should really ditch the mask. Maybe we'll... Maybe we will throw on our bandana just to get rid of the mask. Especially now that the, the little red zone is on. Let's see. Yep. Make sure Frost is following. Now we just have to make sure we avoid other lawmen and shouldn't have any problems with bounty hunters. I am going to take some chewing tobacco to get that outer ring on our Deadeye core maxed out. But yeah, stealing a wagon from the oil fields pretty much always results in having bullet holes in your wagon and you lose oil. Now you can still, you know, deliver a half-full oil wagon to the Dewberry Creek location and continue on with the mission. But if I can avoid having my oil barrel shot to hell, I will. I find that preferable, especially considering that sometimes they decide to use explosive rounds on you and blow the wagon up. And that just doesn't do. But stay on the left side of the road, buddy. Alright, now we're across the border into Lemoyne, right? I think. It's not going to say one way or the other. But we now have our lovely wagon delivered to the little shack.
Yep.
Just gotta roll it up into place. There we go.
Yeah.
Arthur's freeing the horses. There is part one. Yeah, deliver the wagon to the drop-off within 1 minute 45 seconds. That is dependent on where you end up stealing the wagon from. Occasionally you can get it out on the open road, which is nice, but doesn't always happen. Over here, we're gonna check out this little ruin of a cabin, because there is a basement to it. We can head down and pick up some cigarette cards. Here's one of them. Okay. Take some vegetables. Some more vegetables. Little arrow down there is pointing at the fact that there are all sorts of names up on the rafters, which is cool. Let's see what's in here. Some more valerian root, which I keep forgetting to use, but it's rather useful. Couple of nightstands here. Search the drawers. Some more premium cigarettes. Got another card. Okay. Most of the cigarette cards are random. There's a few that are always going to be the same depending on the location that you get them from. The lantern doesn't quite help, but you can see all the names up on the rafters. Different people. But that's pretty much it for down here, so we'll head on back. Go tell John that we have stolen a wagon for him for his little train robbery scheme.
Girl?
Of course, we're this close to the border, so we might as well head over to Emerald Station and pay off that bounty that we just got. There's a camp over here. It's an O'Driscoll camp. We might do some more looting. Nope. It's not an O'Driscoll camp. Just ran over a quail. Sounds like it might be...
Let's go, girl.
Is it William?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello there. Would you be able to help me out again? I could use some assistance gathering herbs for my studies.
Sure. We'll stop and do this.
Sure. I'm looking for a plant called yarrow. You can distinguish it by its red flowers.
I think
It
we have
shouldn't
some
be too
yarrow
hard to
on
find.
us.
They thrive out in the open under direct sunlight. Let's see how this tastes. Oh, yeah. I feel better already. They were right. This stuff does have medicinal properties.
Little visual glitch there.
You've been a great help. I've bottled up this tonic for you. This special elixir will set you right. No matter your wrong, is all the power the natural world can offer. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be getting back to my studies. I look forward to our next meeting, traveler. I can see why you do this. All the best to you. Thanks, Arthur. And to you.
Okay. back on Frost.
Come on, girl.
And we'll follow Dewberry Creek up to Emerald Ranch, pay our bounty at the station, and then head back to John. We'll get back to doing some real hunting in the next episode if this doesn't become a two-part mission episode. We'll just see. Didn't do much looting, so I don't have much to sell at the fence, so we might as well not bother with that at the moment. As we took care of that last episode, I think. They're starting to all blend together at this point.
Hi there.
Alright. So, question for this episode, if you've played this game. Where is your preferred location to steal oil wagons from with this mission? Do you prefer when you don't have to go into the factory? Or the oil processing facility? Or do you prefer
Let's go.
having to go into the oil facility? Personally, I kind of like the challenge of stealing direct from Cornwall's little plant there. But, like I said earlier, there is one particular wagon location that I just cannot get to work out. It's impossible. I end up losing the wagon or getting killed every time I try to pull it out, simply because where it's parked behind the fences, there's just too much maneuvering to get out of there quickly, and it makes it pretty much impossible to make a clean getaway from that side of the facility. So Arthur has a clean slate now for the most part. We can enjoy our little run back to camp. Usually when I get bounties, I like to try to pay them off as quickly as possible. Because when I don't, I've had missions and hunts and other things get interrupted by bounty hunters if the bounty is too high. And that's just a pain in the butt, especially if you're in the middle of, you know, skinning an animal that you've just shot and you can't get out of the animation in order to avoid, you know, getting captured or shot at. Wasn't expecting her to do that, exactly. This is a good horse. Yeah, I definitely prefer having war horses in this game compared to the race horses. Race horses are good, but I'd rather have a good steady horse with lots of health. And as you can see, Frost is almost 3/4 of the way full on her health stat on the outer bar. And that's before we're even fully bonded to level 4.
Who's that? It's me. Hope
you had a good old time while I've been stuck standing here.
Don't worry, Bill. You'll get to come out soon enough. Stealing wagons is fun too. There's Charles, I think. Yeah, Charles. Okay. So we'll go let John know that the deed is done and the wagon is hidden. Frost is looking a little muddy though, so we'll get her cleaned up.
Take it easy. All right, girl.
There's Kieran.
Easy, girl.
The saddle.
Rush that horse a bunch. Thank you, Mr. Morgan, for sparing me like that. I'll work hard. I am not a bad fella. You'll soon warm to me.
Just see that I do.
Oh, you will.
And boy, thank you for saving my life.
Well, yeah, of course.
Oh. Yeah, we like Kieran. Even if Arthur doesn't yet. Alright. Go let John know.
John?
Let's get on.
Good. And you?
Got everything we need.
Good. I think we need another man. Charles?
I'll go get him. Meet us at the wagon when you can.
Sure.
See, Arthur? Ain't that dumb.
Next time, let the wolves eat all your brain. Then you'll be a genius.
Alright.
Hello.
So we don't actually have to finish this mission right now, which is good. We don't actually have the prompt to go back over to the oil wagon over here by the Dewberry Creek stables. We do have a new mission pop up with Abigail. And we can also go over and meet Micah, which we're not going to go meet Micah. That's not worth it. Looks like Arthur's a little low on a couple of his cores, though. All right.
So, how are you, Mr. Smith?
Fine.
Well, you've been up to much, have you?
He did run over a few things.
Can, Arthur. Yeah, I hear you.
All right, let's see what we got. Read any interesting books recently?
No.
Owl feathers. We're keeping the owl feathers. I want the owl feathers.
Might as well make some money off it.
Plays?
He can have the goose feathers, because I did sell some goose feathers. But while we're here,
For space in your satchel, just bring me the right
Any good
materials and
jokes?
I'll work something up for you.
so we have all of the satchels. But alligator skull we'll get later. We still need to bring a ram carcass back to get the ram skull. 2 perfect cougar pelts to improve our chest. And we need to find a couple of ox to get a perfect ox hide rug.
I won't be able to make that more material.
John's lodging, we need to bring back 4 perfect boar pelts.
Please go
We already took care of the camp table.
You know, someday
We also
warm up to
brought
me.
Pearson a pronghorn skull for the chuck wagon. Main campfire. We need moose antlers, a wolf skull, so that requires the perfect wolf carcass. We have one snake skin that we've already brought for the banjo cover. We need to get a perfect fox belt. That isn't going to be too hard. Maybe we'll go do that. We do have some time. And a perfect cowhide. We can do that easy enough too. And the scout fire, the only thing we have left to do there is goat hides, which are a little more difficult simply because every time I try to go goat hunting, or at least I've gone goat hunting in previous playthroughs, there have never been any 3-star goats half the time when I check the
Thanks, Mr. Pearson.
goat farms. And that is very frustrating. So, for right now, we'll go see if we can get us a fox. And a fox shouldn't be that difficult, because they are fairly common critters. But, come on. What is going on? I think my keyboard had a bit of a brain fart there. I prefer playing with a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse, but occasionally the connectivity does not follow through the way it should. But anytime I can decrease the number of wires I'm dealing with is a good thing. Hello, gentlemen. But there's usually a fox that hangs out around Latnik Station over here. Whether it'll be a 3-star or not, we have yet to see. I don't see it. No. That's okay. We can go roaming and play a little chicken with the train. I really come this way too much. Always looking to see if there are things to be collected. And shots up the hill. I don't want you to go that way, I want you to go this way, because I know you're not going to jump that cliff. Or that edge. It's just the guy doing some sharpshooting practice. Don't particularly care to bother with that at the moment. Couple of trails. Thought I heard something that sounded a little bit like a fox. A little surprised I haven't hunted any foxes yet in this playthrough. Or at least none that I have brought to Pearson. Is that a red fox? It's only a 1-star, however. We'll stop tracking it. Now there was just a train that went through there.
Yep.
Alright, whatever. Not gonna bother with the little 1-star. Come down, see what we can find around Limpany. It's getting a little dark. Sometimes there's some foxes hanging out over in this area up here where the brush fire occurred. As well as the hill from our camp. Some rabbits running through. Hey, we managed to achieve max level bonding with Frost. So our health is now up to level 8. And stamina is level 7. So you can see what that looks like now on her stats. Awesome.
Yeah.
That is really good. So now we can basically go out on any horse we care to that we have in the stable. Come on, get out of the saplings. There we go. But all of them are fully bonded.
Get away from me now! Fuera!
Whoa, whoa, good girl.
Ese eres lo último. Damn good shooting, señor. Thank God for you, mister. Le debo la vida.
Good luck with it.
Qué alivio.
Well, we just completely ruined this cougar pelt, but we'll skin it and harvest the meat and take that back to camp. Oh, it's a good cougar pelt, even though we blasted it full of holes. If we had taken it out in one, it might have been a perfect pelt, but obviously not. Let me get my gun back to, or my single melee back to the knife. I forgot about that. Oh, that's pretty cool. We'll head back up here to the road. Down to the road. Over the little saddle between the cliffs there. And continue on looking for our foxy friend. So that we can do another camp upgrade. Rabbits and squirrels. Well, just hunt to hunt. Turkey. But we'll go out maybe see what we can find up here. Is it a raccoon?
Yeah.
And pronghorns. And a couple 3-star pronghorns.
Yeah.
Switch back to the repeater for the fox hunting. And that's one thing that sort of, I might have mentioned it before, but I find it a bit odd in this game that you have to hunt fox with a repeater, but you hunt beaver with the varmint rifle, which should be a 22. And it just doesn't make sense to me, because if you've ever seen like animal skulls, the beaver has a much heavier, denser skull than a fox. I mean, it makes the fox skull look downright fragile in a way.
Won't take long.
But that's because since, you know, beavers chew down trees and build lodges and dams out of branches and wood and mud and all that good stuff, they have really, really heavy skulls. And so, you know,
Okay, girl.
having it in game that you're hunting them with the varmint rifle and foxes with the repeater, like, it really feels like that should be reversed. not the way it is in game. Looks like there's a deer over there. Yeah, and those were coyotes. We're not doing very good on our fox hunt, are we? That's okay. We don't get the fox today. It's no big deal. It's just that it would be nice. Thought I heard a yip, though. That might have been the coyotes, though. Both of those are rabbit. I really do need to complete the compendiums on some of these animals, so that when we do tracking like that with the eagle eye, it will give us, you know, what it is and not an unknown animal prompt. Could maybe hang out around a carcass that sometimes draws in foxes. Bunch of skunks. Could take Pearson back some skunks for the stew. Looks like we might have another owl up here. Yep. I'll shoot down another owl simply because it's rare and we can use the feathers for crafting as well as for selling them to the trapper. Ah, there it is. Thought that was just the moonlight playing off the ground and the bushes. There we go.
Come on, girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see what else we can see. Is Is that something that we just spooked out? I don't think. I think it would have made noise. Well, let's see what we can see from the top of the hill. There's a camp over there. Not sure it's one we care to investigate, but maybe we will. Another skunk.
You good, girl? Yeah.
It's a deer. Happy level deer.
Yeah.
Yep, I heard the bark. Where are you? Where are you and what level? What condition are you in? Don't think it's the coyotes down there that we heard. Stop. Some trails up there. Go that way.
Yep.
Yep. It's not the 3-star that we need, but we will take it just so that we can get it to the compendium, I think.
Just
Or no.
wait a second, girl.
We already have it in there to an extent, so this isn't gonna fill that. But always surprises me too that the fox pelts go on the back of the horse, even though compared to some of the other animals you put back there, or put in your satchel rather, the fox pelt isn't that much bigger. Springfield rifle. No 3-star. Deer, all 2-star. Or 1-star rather. They're missing 2 stars. And we have another horse over on the hillside. Little flaxen chestnut Morgan. And one that was laying down. Split out by the travelers on the road.
Yeah.
Sounds like we may have spooked out, yeah, an opossum. Do I really not have possums? It's not going to let me because it's registering it as dead. Oh, if it's registering as dead, let's make it dead.
Okay then, girl.
It was a poor opossum pelt to begin with. We just made it forward. Alright. Get out our repeater again. Not sure what's going on down here. I'll switch outfits though.
What the hell? Yeah!
You just looted those bodies.
Hey, you need to stop, friend.
What's going on?
You know what?
Waste of time.
Forget about it.
What a joke.
Let's have a little fun.
Hey, better not have a... Oh my god!
We're now dragging a dead body, but we'll drag him far enough into the brush that we won't be seen with him. Since he was robbing other folks. I think since we aren't managing to find ourselves a fox, we will head back to camp and call it an episode. And we'll see what we get up to in the next one. Should be a exploration video, for the next episode, but we've done some exploring with this one, so maybe we'll go and finish John's mission. Or maybe see what Abigail wants. Still not coming up with the fox we need. Did hear one bark though. But if you've enjoyed this episode, please consider giving it a like.
It's Arthur.
And we will catch you in the next one. I wish you an enjoyable rest of your day. And bye for now.